or more accurately, I failed it. Feels so weird to watch old Phoenix.
Yeah, right. Alright, welcome back to another Discord League cast. We have Travis versus HandsomeDan, Lion versus Phoenix, and I've got Lion aficionado Bill with me.
Hello.
And taking a quick look at deck list here. Also, thanks, MadMagician86, thanks for the sub with Twitch Prime. Thanks, bud. We see Phoenix. So this is the old Phoenix list. Because, you know, the pack's not legal for this tournament. So Travis told me that he really wants to make the Invitational so he can play with the new Phoenix cards. And so we see, you know, it's just pretty standard Phoenix Dragon, a little bit of a spice. He's cut one of the let goes for a Tattooed Wanderer.
I think that's strong, especially with Against the Waves. You can covert multiple in a turn.
Yeah, I think I might have wanted to drop the Fury instead of the let go because you just don't have attachment control, but maybe he's just not that worried.
Or play some Mia Mystic.
Yeah, you should just play one. You should well, because it gets hit by Satoshi, you don't necessarily want to play too many because you want to find Kanjo ASAP. But I would definitely play one.
Yeah. Having 6 Imperials seems correct.
And then we see Dan's running Dragon Splash also. Lion Dragon, he's playing Mia Satoshi. No staging grounds, 2 favorable grounds, 3 storehouses, palace.
Nothing crazy about this list. Aside from maybe 3 times Legion of 1, might be a bit much Legion.
He's playing 3 Goblin Sneaks, so that's why I think he's doing it.
Yeah, even still, I like Katana's a little bit better than Legion in most situations.
That's fair. Nothing scarier than a goblin waving a sword.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so gonna let the players know that we're good to go.
I like this list from Travis much better than the one you played in the last tournament.
Yeah, we were
purely Scorpion.
we were talking about it at one of the IRL events that we met up at, and I think this is just a better version.
Yeah, you need some top end regardless. So with 3 Sukune, 2 Kaede.
Yeah, and he's put charge in, so
it's a good card.
yeah. Oh yeah, and keepers for legions. Yeah, that's Guardian Chat pointing that out.
Oh yeah, I know it has plenty of synergy. It's just, as Lion, I usually don't want to defend anyways, and on my attacks, it's almost always feels wrong to have one attacker.
That's reasonable.
You see, Lion getting the favored second player. He can get the passing fade on top of it. It's super gross.
Looks like 3 mulligan from Dan Mulligan, 4 from Dynasty.
Must have had a really ugly flop.
He does it.
Reasonable.
Yeah, this one's pretty good, right? You just buy Satoshi.
Yeah, set up for the long game. Phoenix isn't gonna burn you down.
Dan's also playing 2 for shame, so the Courtier could be useful.
Sorry, I have a phone call. Be right back.
That's fine.
Okay. Only 1 fade on Satoshi. Wow. I think he would have been much better off buying with 2, and then he could pass in this position. Also now Travis wins Void on first conflict. It's really ugly.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks he can stop that.
And if he has a handful of Furies,
Or for shame. For shame obviously being strong.
Assassinate would be huge too. Does he run it? Yeah, he runs
Yeah,
two.
he's got is it one? I think it was one.
No, one.
Yeah.
He hasn't won Assassinate though. That's big for this mediator.
I like running 2 in Lion because you have, especially if you're gonna run the courtier package with the Prodigy and stuff.
Yeah, and you get some incidental honor from Pride dudes and whatnot. You can
Or some
load it.
incidental loss of honor. Oh wait, one
You know,
second. I'm
you
gonna
might have
tell.
to think about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the players real quick that Pride is bugged and the airing is bugged.
Oh, Pride was bugged too.
It resolves twice.
Huh. Everyone throw your money at Jigoku.
Yeah, they're holding us ransom.
The bugs will get worse.
I think my game might have froze. Do you see anything? Alright, I'm just gonna rejoin.
Nope, Sick Travis is just thinking.
I wasn't even at this part. After he bought Satoshi, nothing happened for me.
Ah.
Also, alright.
Getting shameful is rough here. Interesting that Travis is choosing to contest water instead of Void. I think Void is by far the most important ring on this board.
Maybe he's trying to bow the
display power
tactician.
for it.
Oh, sure. He is playing 3. Alright, there we go. I let them know.
Yeah, Travis being on 3 display makes this attack awkward for Dan. I think you slam fire though and make him use it. And fire is the choice, which is good.
Alright. So, sorry about that, guys. I was just dealing with some admin stuff. So, the display comes through on the fire ring. Would have been 1 keeper. Kind of a telegraphed display, would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I think making him spend it though is better overall. Although enabling this mediator to attack is a little bit annoying. It's not a big deal if he has Fury or Assassinate.
Yeah, now the Void Ring is where... if Travis gets this Void Ring, he set this turn up beautifully.
Yeah.
Even a Fury isn't that great, right? Because Travis has 3 Fate and 4 1-cost conflict characters.
And 2 charges. Yeah, buying Satoshi with just the 1 Fate was super risky.
Yeah, I wonder if you're supposed to do Earth there. Because that way, if he displays it, it's just an incremental ring, and then also the mediator won't have power then.
So there's the Fury.
If Travis has nothing here, it's incredibly fortunate for Dan.
Yeah, if this Satoshi gets voided, he's incredibly behind. Yeah. The firing, honoring the mediator. Ooh, one drop. Brutal. Nealon's attack is definitely nasty. Could have been better to push Earth or Air. Just to play around display there.
He should use Shameful Display. Or no, he's already used it, never mind.
And taking a break.
Really awkward spot here. Travis is really far ahead right now. He's up on Fate. He's down a lot of cards. Is the saving grace here, but he has a library to make that up.
Yeah.
He's gonna win favor too.
I would take Travis's position 10 times.
Oh, absolutely. Like the card disadvantage at this point isn't even that big of a deal because of the library and the board state. Yeah, and Travis flips Keeper with Prodigy. Really strong flip here. He just buys Prodigy, probably 2 Fate and passes.
Shoot, I'd buy Prodigy with like 4 Fate.
I don't know about 4 against the Climb of Feast or Famine. It's a little loose. If you you could 3. I could see 3. I mean, and then you just gotta hope you get lucky.
Or just have a Fury to bow your mediator and just pick with mediator.
Yep, the classic, just Fury my own guy, no big deal. Alright, so we see Cloud the Mind come out in the Spirit Color, but we see a Let Go to discard it. Travis is playing 3 Censures, right?
Sorry if I missed anything. It's somebody at the door.
I believe Travis is on 3 or 2 Censure. Okay, 2 Censure, 2 Debate. Emran Omar, Phoenix Pack is not legal in Season 5. It will be first legal in May Season 6 for the League, and then the Invitational. Both of those will be the first tournaments. I think the Invitational will be the first major tournament that we'll have it legal.
Super hype. It's amazing how much a seemingly small error in turn 1 just cascades into the entire game.
It depends on what clan you're playing, right? Like, Lion is one of those clans that is probably one of the worst at playing from behind.
Definitely. I feel like if you misplay turn 1, you lose the game. You have to play perfect early.
Lion's discard at the moment is he's got an LPB, a Toturi, He's got an Implacable Magistrate, an Ujiaki, and a Death Seeker.
Yeah, his discard's fire right now, so that's at least a good saving grace for him. I'm not sure about buying this Crone before it's his turn to make a conflict, though.
Maybe he didn't want it to be discarded, I don't know.
Oh, he's first player. Never mind. This is perfect. Okay.
Oh, so he's just gonna go
play
on the
power.
Crone? Yeah, military fire, you think? To get the keepers? Or, I guess, keeper.
It's a little awkward that he has to scout, since running into Manicure turns display back on.
Yeah,
And
he
Shameful is
just
a
needs to not hit
teasing.
Shameful, right? Like, and then he has to hope that Travis didn't put Rally in his row. I think Travis is on Rally.
It's tempting to go Earth here for the money.
Yeah, Travis is on Rally, so like Travis could have put Meditations under Stronghold and Rally in the row. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. That plus Public Forum is really good on tempo. He's going into Manicured.
He hasn't quite selected it yet. It's highlighted, but not locked in, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully
Scouting
it's
is the better
operative.
decision. No? Okay.
I mean, if Travis has a second display here, it's just brutal. Also, Earth is not the most impactful ring right now with both players' hands being so large. It's not bad, but it's definitely not as powerful as it can be.
I mean, I think you can reasonably threaten to break Manicured Garden just by pulling LPB using Stronghold. And getting rid of Library early is important. With 14 cards in hand, you don't care too much if Travis displays Earth on you. All of this would feel a lot better if there's a Satoshi still on board for line, but that ship has sailed.
Whacked Maki, my YouTube channel, which is underneath the video. I have the YouTube link there. That has all the playlists. No Soldier Token, I've taken over from that. Rega has Rega has unfortunately been relegated by real life, but Rega actually handles most of our back end stuff now, all the the prizes and everything. So he's still part of the admin team. He's just had to take somewhat of a reduced role due to real life. So I have all the playlists I have the playlist for season 4, 5, and the Invitational on my channel, and then on the Discord server they're pinned in the Discord League chat. Do you see nothing happening right now?
I see no one's winning the conflict.
Okay.
Looks like Dan was deciding what to bring in. I think
Yeah.
LPB is correct.
It's weak to against the waves here, but we'll see.
I mean, I think regardless, forcing Travis to spend Fate and cards is fine.
That's fair.
What would have been really nice is if he could have gone Fire here and played a Goblin Sneak and still turned off display.
That would be pretty dope, actually. Goblin Sneak coming into the rescue, that'd be real sweet.
Because the Dishonored Prodigy of the Waves is an entirely different beast.
Emran, I think that new Phoenix with the new pack, I think they join Scorpion and Dragon in Tier 1.
Wow, Travis doesn't cast the display, but gets sniped by Earthring.
Yeah,
Lion High Roll.
No, Travis has said that he doesn't use Earthring or display on incremental rings like Earth or air normally. He'll use display on fire or void almost strictly, or water depending on the keepers. And then obviously air. So he like pretty much just doesn't use it on Earthring, is what he told me. Unless like it's it's like 3 to 3 cards or something.
Regardless, seeing it hit the bin is
Oh, it's definitely a welcome sight.
only have one more in the game left to worry about. Pretty solid chance that he doesn't have it.
So Dan gains a fate from Manicured here. If Dan has is this military?
It is.
Oh no.
So charge, fury, assassinate. Well, no.
Well, fury doesn't work.
Favor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if it
charge.
was military.
Or
Assassinate.
Goblin Sneak with Legion.
Yeah, Goblin Sneak Legion would be hype also. It's interesting that he played the Crone with 1.
There's the charge.
Does Travis have some for shames here?
Or Bonsai.
With 14 cards in hand, I hope Dan has enough buffs. The only I guess he could have ready for battle too, so for shame might not even do it. Emran, I think Phoenix vs Dragon was already a close matchup because Against the Waves is so good, and I think with the new Stronghold, I think Phoenix might actually even be slightly favored versus Dragon moving forward. I have to test it more. Tadaka obviously doesn't do anything, but not anything. He doesn't do as much, but just 6 Against the Waves is pretty unreal to play against. And then Scorpion versus Phoenix, Tadaka and Master of Gisei Toshi really carry that matchup. So yeah, we'll have to see. I think the Invitational will be a really good testing ground for that, and I hope that enough people bring Phoenix to get some good analysis. So there was the first shame. There's the ready for battle. There's Charge and Master of Gisei Toshi. We see Legion of 1 come out now. So here come the cards, right? Like both players have a ton of cards in hand. Here they get played now.
This is a huge fight for both players to win.
Well, yeah. So if it's really awkward though, because if Dan wins, Travis still can just ready his Prodigy.
Yeah, really, he's just denying a keeper.
Which is real, but I mean, obviously not what he would have preferred. Maybe he has a second Crone. Second Crone would be nice to go in for fire. Although second conflict would trigger the mediator, so maybe he doesn't want to do that.
I mean, if he plays Crone with 1 fate, it's not too bad to have an honor stolen.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
In that case, maybe I just look to steal the fate off the air ring.
With the Crone?
Yeah.
Well, no, then he would steal. Then he would take it from you. Right, if we Crone 1 fate and then go attack the air ring, he'll take it. So there's a Bonsai and Master. Bonsai with Kicker. I do find that is one of the words that has definitely transcended games. Kicker is a magic mechanic, but I like even before I started saying it, like I heard other L5R players say it, like who didn't have magic experience. So there's a Way of the Lion comes out for Dan +3, so he's up 11 to 10. This is so many cards.
Yeah, I think at that point I might have been fine to let it go, unless Travis tries to push for a break. Having already committed for shame, charge, and bonsai to this.
and a katana on a character that's about to leave. I think now I probably let it go. Like the conflict, not the katana. Wow, Dan plays a bonsai though.
Depends on if he has multiples in hand. It's fine.
That's fair. Maybe you should play the bonsai before the wave lion then, because of how they stack.
Definitely.
Yep, Travis readies. Dan's gonna pass his conflict, I believe. Saido's already been used, so if Travis might actually just stand here for favor, because he's gonna be first player and he can attack the air ring and get 2 fade off that way. Because if he attacks and Dan has a fury here, then he is kind of, you know, he loses favor. He's not gonna win the conflict. Like it's really bad, right?
Even if he wins, he loses favor.
That's true. He would need an against the waves. Yeah. I guess if I have against the waves, I'll make the attack.
Yeah.
Obviously not scouting, because if you hit Feast or Famine, you probably lose on the spot.
You lose immediately.
Yeah, you just give 2 fate to this honor general.
You have to against the waves or fury yourself.
Yeah.
Is Dan at second fury?
I saw a card go down from his hand. No, it was just the court games. Travis counter court games.
I love trading 1 for 1 here for Dan on cards. Though.
Absolutely, yeah. You just perpetuate your 3-card advantage. The crone gets voided. Interesting. Obviously, it reduces the. Oh, and there's the against the waves. Okay. So yeah, so the attack was fine.
This is actually not a bad turn for Dan. His board's gonna be slightly worse, but not much at all.
If he can, if he can get the, if he can dodge Conjure this turn, I like his spot.
But he has 4 cards up. He's ahead on honor, even to ahead on fate. Board's close. It's 1 break to 1.
He's up 4 cards, and the library is gone now.
They've each seen 1 keeper. Like, this is a very even game right here.
He mulls the gun, so would you have done that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Hits second keeper in that slot, and then he hits LPB. LPB going second though is kind of awkward. And then we see in a second Satoshi. I think Travis will buy Satoshi here, trying to find Conjure District.
Yeah, I mean Conjure is big.
Buy Student first. Probably see Tactician and LPB for Dan. Yeah, Soldier Token. He would have to dodge second Cloud the Mind, but I'm pretty sure Dan is just holding his Lekos for Cloud the Mind almost only.
It's part of why I love having at least 1 Mystic in Lion.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of the loop.
Yeah, and just being able to kill attachments that aren't Cloud the Mind at will is big. You save your Lekos for the Cloud and use the collars to kill other important things.
Or you can Lekko stuff like Reprieve then, because the timing is such that you won't be able to usually Mystic it.
Right. So we found Palace, but not Kanjo. Travis on the Satoshi 1 Fate plan as well. He's gonna have to push Void, I think, or have display for it. I know universally, I think Satoshi 1 Fate is just wrong. having 2 fate on him to ensure he survives until the next turn, where you can flip dupes and keep him along a turn after that and a turn after that, so on and so forth, is too silly to pass up on.
Alright, I've returned, and forging with the 50 bits. Thanks, bud. Yeah, I muted myself, soldier. So I see that the palace got flipped. He put a face down Sakune, and he milled his second library. So that's pretty good actually for Dan. Because if Dan can void this Satoshi.
Yeah, I was just talking while you were gone about how Satoshi 1 fate just seems universally bad to me.
It's greedy, right? Like you're basically hedging on if you flip a Satoshi dupe is really what you're doing.
Yeah. And if you don't, you just can get punished really hard.
Yep.
Like here, Travis, if he doesn't have display, needs to go void, and there's 2 fate on an air ring.
I think it's only not it's greedy regardless, but I think if you have the cards to protect him, it can be not as greedy. Also, if he doesn't void, we could see double void with Toturi. Emran's pointing out. You can even send the LPB on that attack, bow something, and then leave with her to do the political attack.
It's a difficult choice for Travis. Air with 2 fate, denying fire with 1 fate, or void are all, I think, important rings.
Yeah, Travis is voicing your opinion here. Soto saying he go fire. That's risky.
I think air's the right choice. Just take the money and run.
Contest water, interesting enough. So he's threatening the bow on the tactician, get his activation on his prodigy, and then he has 1 keeper. Not a very impactful ring. I mean,
I think I just let this go as Dan. Say.
Do you block with your tactician?
No. Oh well, it gets bad anyways. So yeah, I guess that seems fine.
Yeah, right. Like if you don't want to use ready for battle on him, you'd rather use it against a for shame or a fury.
Yeah, that's friend the 1 honor loss. Why not?
Emran, there is only 1 left in Travis's deck. So while Display of Power is live, it is also, you gotta play the odds.
Not blocking is correct because of policy debate.
Oh, you're correct. Yep, not blocking is correct. Well, you're gonna get debated on your attack, right? So
maybe, but it's gonna be 3-2 instead of 4-1.
That's fair. Why are you not attacking
before combat? Maybe you just drop a fan on LPB and go in.
Are you not attacking with your tactician? Oh, he's gonna get bowed, right? Duh.
But yeah, Travis basically can't attack again this turn because he's taking a 50-50 on Feast or Famine.
It's Feast or Famine or Art of War left? Alright.
Maybe if he has Censure, he can poke military with Keeper Initiate. Stop any military buff that Dan tries to play on the Initiate.
Dan would need specifically Bonsai only because the other military buffs don't work.
And he doesn't play...
He has no katanas?
Katana. That's another reason why. I like Katana over Legion. Sometimes you just make your opponent break Feast or Famine.
Maybe we see political poke with the brawler, right? Bow the prodigy and then leave. And then the prodigy has to ready. And then you grab the fate off the ring, and then you can do something. You can play a conflict character plus use the spirit color to make your military attack. What do you think about that?
Definitely seems reasonable. I might actually be tempted to just bow the keeper. That way, no matter what Travis attacks with the Prodigy, he's taking a 50-50 to lose the game.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I can get behind this.
So go political air,
Yeah.
bow the keeper. Because the Prodigy is going to stand himself or against the waves. He's going to be up regardless.
Well, if Travis says against the waves, you probably just against the waves the Spirit Caller, or is that too risky in the face of Ready for Battle?
I think it's fine. I think this 2 Fade is too big to pass up. I'm surprised that Travis did.
I would agree. Yeah, I think political air poke. He's flipping the Void Ring.
He's going political fire poke. And hits Shameful. Woof.
Alright, well now you definitely bow the keeper. I probably would have attacked the palace, actually, because on my military attack, I want to try and break the palace.
I think we're pretty certain that Palace is on public form.
Oh, right, that's reasonable. Probably why he didn't attack it. You just know.
Unless he's saving public form for Kanjo, but that seems greedy.
What's the? So it'd be meditations.
Chances are he's just going to discard Palace.
Well, I mean, you're gonna leave anyway.
The form for Kanjo next turn.
You would leave anyway with the brawler, so it doesn't even matter if you have public form. I just want to see what it is, right? Because if it's not public form, then on your military attack, you can go all in and break it.
Dan's spending cards here. Maybe he thinks he can threaten to win.
I mean, actually, maybe he'll try and bait Travis into Phoenix strongholding the brawler, so then he can leave her standing for favor.
That could be good. You could always initiate the conflict with the Spirit Caller herself, now that you know a non-meditations province to attack. That's safe.
It's specifically weak to Fury, but if you're ever ready for battle, that would be fine.
Big comes out. That is a hand.
2 Bonsais, Legion, 2 charges. There is 2 ready for battles. Aleka. This hand is great.
Yeah, it's an awesome hand.
Yeah, ready for battle is probably the one, because then once the last one is gone, you don't have to worry about it.
I think it's probably time to bow the keeper and pull out. No, we want to win. Okay.
Maybe he thinks he can just win and then not worry about it. And then use his Keeper Initiate. You can use Keeper Initiate with the military buffs in your hand to threaten a break on another province. So we see the Phoenix Stronghold come out onto the Prodigy.
Stop strength in numbers, important.
Yeah. There's a Fury, there's a Ready for Battle. Are we going to see another Fury here?
Even so, Travis can mill pump the LPB and bow Prodigy.
Yeah, then Travis would just ready it, but it makes...
Nope, he bowed the initiate.
Okay. There's a second Fury. This makes more sense. So now you probably leave. You probably leave and Travis has to take the 50-50 into Feast or Famine.
Yeah, likely he'll just stand for favor.
I mean, Den then just gets to do his air conflict.
Yeah.
And then if Travis, like, say Travis does the air conflict and he hits the 50-50, and then he loses his Prodigy, and then Dan voids Satoshi, like, that's just the worst case scenario, right?
Alternately, he could Bonsai Stronghold bow and take the win, but that seems a bit much.
Wait, how did he do that? He bowed the Keeper already?
Oh, he already used the bow, never mind. Yep, pulling out's the only way to go.
And it also wouldn't matter, right? The Prodigy just stands herself? We wanted the Prodigy to attack anyway, remember? Right? Because we want him to have the real 50-50. If the Keeper attacks, I guess with double Bonsai, it's still a break, but I mean, you don't have to spend a card this way.
Yeah. Travis can only attack if he has Against the Waves or Fury for his own guy.
Travis is a little bit of comment in the chat. A lot of people specifically from Kingsley's article, a lot of people were saying that Feast or Famine is very easy to play around.
Maybe turn 1, but you don't find it turn 1. It's a bitch.
Yeah, and so he's just giving me that one. That's a good one. Yeah, it's just so easy. Never attack. Yeah, Dan with the Iron Praise bustedness, but then he says by playing Lion with like a sideways face, because Lion is definitely not the clan that's doing busted things right now.
Not even close.
In core they probably did the most busted things. But since core, I don't think Travis would lose. This isn't the situation, like, the turn where he would have lost by hitting it and giving it to the Honor General, that was a loss on the spot. This is this is not a loss, it's just it turns Travis's board position into very, very unfavored, because Dan will break her province, and then he'll be first player with LPV, and Travis's board will be gone. I think Travis might attack Void here, if you do, right? So you attack Void, and then you void the Spirit Color.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks to go up the Fate, but I mean, you kind of do it. And then Dan can go Earth, and then he can go take the 3 Fate Air Ring next turn. All right, let's drum roll. Let's play the Feast or Famine mini game here. Flip a coin. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
Yeah, really. I think if he hits Feast or Famine, you kill the Satoshi.
Well, I mean, if he goes Void, then maybe you kill Satoshi, right? If he doesn't go Void, then you just get to kill them both.
Yeah.
Thanks for the bits, Lambers Haspy.
In this position, not attacking, I think Travis has a better than 50-50 chance to win the game.
And of course he loses the 50-50, so here it is.
And he goes air, not void.
And he goes, yeah, and he goes air. So well, maybe he has the third display. So he takes the Fate. That would be one way to not lose, right? Like if if he has the third display here. Soto says he would have passed, but Soto, Feast or Famine is so easy to play around. Why would you have passed? I don't understand. But yeah, I think not attacking might have, might attacking. Well, next turn you're not gonna have any guys with Fate, right? And next turn you can threaten to, you can threaten on the Stronghold. Oh, there's an assassination. No, he yeah. Wait, what? Why was he afraid?
Yeah.
Wait, he knows his hand.
He saw Dan's hand. He knows there's no conflict character.
Wait, what?
All this to do about nothing. He had the assassination the whole time.
Travis with the real sandbag. Travis just realizes he's an idiot.
Oh.
Holy crap. Travis is the worst. Literally the worst.
This is next level bad manner.
It's so bad. It's so... Travis was like outthinking himself so much, and then he's just like, wait, I have this assassination. You don't have to screenshot the hand, you literally scroll up.
Or you just make notes to yourself, like, no conflict character.
Yeah, like...
The first thing to look for, like, do they have characters? How many?
Yeah, even in a paper game, like, where I can't write the hand down, I definitely would have just made a note that he has no conflict character.
So, in this case, hitting Feast or Famine is vastly better, because it plays cards.
Yeah, it was just very easily the one you wanted to hit, so... yeah.
So, now you have to risk swinging Void into display.
I mean, I think you do it.
Yeah, you take that chance. He's already seen 2. There's 18 cards in there.
Yeah, I mean, if he has it, he has it, right? It's just
it's 1 in
unfortunate.
22 between the 4 cards and the 18 in his deck.
Yeah. Oh no, he just has the third Fury.
The third Fury.
That's such a tilt.
Alright, so Travis wins.
Yeah. That is a real tilt right there.
Not for sure, but woof.
The one saving grace for Dan is he's gonna be first player.
Cards, and he has good cards. He's up Fate, he's up Honor. His board is not atrocious. He has a strong flip as first player. Can get like a Taturi double firing or something. Get his keepers. The problem is you just won't be able to commit much to offense.
Do you 1-bid here and see if Travis 5 bids and then you go for the air win? Oh no, never mind. Travis just naturally flipped the Contra District. Easy.
Yeah, that's...
He naturally flipped it onto public forum, mind you. If we're assuming that's public forum.
I think it's safe.
Alright, never mind. I was gonna say if he if he got the 1 to 5 bid and Travis didn't have Contra District, he could have gone for the Taturi double airing to win.
Honestly, I think Dan would have been winning this game if he bought Satoshi turn 1 with 2 Fate. Because it would still be alive. It would have flipped himself.
Oh yeah. Kingsley in chat says, "Don't worry, guys. The Facebook commentator said that Contra could be played around also." All right. Well, yeah. Contra District is it's unreal. The only way that that this card would have been bad for Travis is if he had no board, and that was his only card. Like if Travis flipped 4 holdings or something, and you just have no board with it. But any character. To be fair, Soto, I think Karada District is a really warping card, and I think it's bad for the game. Mostly because of this combination with Satoshi, and then also my personal rant with 1x cards and why how they're balanced around that. That's a different story. I actually think Karada District is the easiest to play around out of those 3. It just involves making really dumb plays. No, I know you're saying that I know you're saying that they're not actually easy to play around, but I'm just saying out of the 3, Karada District is the one that you can play around. It just involves giving your opponent attachments.
So the game plan is Dan is to desperately cling to life and hope Travis decks himself.
Mittens, I don't think there's any argument. I'm pretty sure like Karada is just the weakest of the three. I don't think any sane person would try and argue otherwise. So Dan maybe tries to get triple keeper here. Triple keeper, double firing resolve. Maybe that works.
That's probably his only hope.
Kingsley, being matchup dependent is the reason I think it is the weakest, because it is not good in every matchup. Wait, soldier token, let go exists though, and so does calling in favors. There's probably a Kappa in there somewhere. I think that was in the Facebook thread also. Yeah, Pathfinder's Blade is actually just a dragon card. Fortunately for everyone, it actually isn't a real dragon card, otherwise we would just always have it instead of having to splash for it.
So I think he just mill fire with the Prodigy.
There's another cloud. Let's see if Dan has a let go here. He didn't have one before, so he would have had to draw it, but Travis could have drawn a censure at this point. Oh, okay, yeah. The Facebook and Reddit threads that Kingsley's, yeah, there's a censure cancels the let go. Really rough for Dan here. Ooh.
Even so, just winning regular firing is fine.
Yeah, you just send LPV in by yourself, or yeah, because then you have the Legion of One.
I'll just send the Spirit Caller in.
Oh, you can't send one character. There's Contra District.
Send the Spirit Caller Prodigy. That military might of line. Combined strength of 1.
Yeah, Kingsley's article might not have sparked any intelligent conversation, but it definitely got some entertaining conversation. It was great too, because like nobody ever commented on the article. They just commented on how on Kingsley's bias and like just like the cards. Like no one actually like read the article. It felt like they like started reading it and then like, oh, I'm done.
Oh, he's a dragon player.
Yeah, exactly. It's like halfway through, it's like, oh, I'm done reading this. I'm not gonna continue.
Dragon players' opinions are invalid because dragon.
You know, the clan that has won so many tournaments. Attacking into Shameful is questionable.
On one hand, you're already dishonored. On the other hand, it's really bad.
Well, the thing is like if... Oh, right, yeah, so Travis just blocks with the Courtier in for shames. And now if we see a charge or a conflict character get dropped, Shameful's on.
Shameful's on, there's always Conjure to fall back on. But we know he has 2 charges, so income's general, hopefully.
So, Gertie, I would argue that Policy Debate actually isn't overpowered. I think the restricted list would change how people view it. So Policy Debate is just very good because it's ubiquitous, I think is the actual reason that it's so good. I mean, I think Lion have a real complaint. I think the fact that it's so ubiquitous and you can just slot it in at little to no cost is one of the big reasons. And I think if that was one of the cards on the restricted list, it would make people actually like think about playing it, right? People would question how much they actually want it. And so I hope that a restricted list is being worked on. You know, I don't necessarily need it now, but I would prefer a smaller list than what has been circulating.
Some good plays from Dan here.
So
actually starting to win this conflict.
Yeah, he can Legion. Oh no, never mind. Second Assassination comes out. Second Sneak? Do we see Second Sneak? I mean, actually, wait. second sneak here. He needs second sneak to force the conjure activation to then play charge.
Neat or Crone is fine here.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, if he has Crone, though, he should have played Crone first, I think. Maybe he didn't want to play Crone first because he wants to charge.
Does Dan still have his assassinate? Ooh, second sneak, nice.
Second sneak is good, right? So second sneak takes away the fate from Travis. He now is... Oh, LPV vowed Satoshi, okay. So now the... so he can stronghold here and actually just take the conflict win if he wants. He could also... I think Dan has a charge, if I remember correctly.
He does. I think he has assassinate, too.
So I think he wants to assassinate Suki, though.
Definitely.
Well, let's keep scrolling up. There's a lot of chat here. Here it is. So... He has a strength in numbers also, actually. And he does have a he has 2 charges, actually. And he has an assassination. Travis has already played a centaur also.
He's played both centers, I think.
Oh, he has. You're right. I actually think one got discarded by the Earth Ring.
And no, one was on a...
Was it on a Ready for Battle? Oh, it was on a Court Games, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Censure's off right now. Soldier token. So I mean, we'll get her for greater glory on this Honor General potentially. There's the Contra District being used. Now you charge the General.
Travis's hand disadvantage may come back to bite him here.
Travis is low on honor right now too, so he can get low bid actually by Dan next turn. And you know, without cards, the Lion board, especially with this for greater, you know, we should see a charge here, and then we should probably see the for greater glory. Oh yeah, Soto pointing out he could have boxed the sneak. That would have been good. Yeah, with the number of military buffs in Dan's hand, there's just no way Travis can defend this. And actually, Dan has enough military buffs that if Travis goes for political, Dan could reasonably defend. Because I think it's ancestral.
Yeah, you honor Satoshi here, put 3 keepers into play. This is great for Dan.
This might be, you know,
this could start a comeback right here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then you can leverage your keepers to try and maybe get favor. Take a quick look at this mill here. Dan still has access to 2 more spirit colors. No spirit color has been milled, and he has an LPV on the bottom of his deck from one of the spirit color activations.
Yeah, the rest of his dynasty deck is gonna be pretty stacked, I think.
I'm looking at my own stream, Kingsley, and it doesn't appear to be blurry for me. If anyone else in chat can confirm the resolution.
I have 2 spirit collars, 2 LPVs down there. He's only found 1 Gunso so far, so we'll have Gunsos to help flip more stuff as well.
Yep, he has no Okay, yeah, Kingsley, it might be on your end then.
This is a really, really well played conflict by Dan.
Yeah, I think he maneuvered this conflict actually just perfectly. Like I think the way he played it is exactly how I would have tried to play it. I think Travis fired the Contra District off too fast.
Yeah, and I think going into Shameful probably wasn't the best, but I guess he didn't want to risk the Conjure being on meditations.
Well, the thing is, instead of using Conjure District, you can use your Phoenix box onto your Mediator, and then force Dan to do something else, right? Like that's probably where you want to be, as opposed to like he also could have Phoenix boxed the Goblin Sneak, and basically you just want to force action is the thing. And the way he did it, he traded Conjure District activation for Stronghold activation, and that's I think that was not a good trade. You could also have used Conjure District to try and break on offense.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Emran in chat points out he you know, we know that he has 2 bonsais, right? We know that his hand is Legion of 1, 2 bonsais. Although Emran Travis might have just forgotten. Even in a paper tournament where you can't write the hand on, you should just know Lion has like 4. You just count the number of military buffs that they have, and you should like, you know, 4 or whatever.
Travis passes.
Yeah, so Dan wins. Are we gonna get we should get the for greater glory here.
Yeah, even on just a general.
What's the LPB too?
Oh, the LPB too. Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely fire it off here.
For sure. Keep that LPB for next turn guaranteed. Possibly keep the general.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything else he wants to spend the fate on. I don't know when the reaction window is. He hasn't missed it. He did miss it.
Yeah. He chose not to for greater glory.
I can't agree with that. I need to quickly scroll up now and see what he. I guess we don't. He could have drawn a card. He could have drawn a Fury. I mean, Fury's off right now. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what for. Unless he's saving a fate for a crone because he feels like he has to not die.
I feel like he can defend this. I don't know.
With bonsais and legions, especially now that Concho's gone, he can probably defend.
Yeah, I think I definitely would have for greater glory there, but we'll see. Travis has played an assassination here, so if we see a solo military attack, we could just see a keeper defend, and then with Legion of 1, he's safe.
Yeah, having a fate in your pool isn't really doing anything for you with a mediator on board either.
That's true. Like a bonsai and a Legion of 1 can just make a keeper initiated so swole that he'll be able to solo defend.
The other thing too is this Prodigy and Spirit Caller together can swing into probably the non-Conjo province, which is likely Meditations, and threaten a legitimate break on that.
The question is, do you try and stand for favor? Like, you have so many 2 glory characters, do you think you could just stand for favor?
Standing for favor is tempting, especially with 2 Spirit Callers to be drawn and an Uji in the yard. No, he used Uji.
Yeah, Uji's on the bottom, right behind the LPV. He has 1 more in his deck, and then also he has Satoshi. I don't think he's activated Satoshi. It is risky, but there's still a storehouse and 2 Satoshis to use or to hit. Oh, sorry, 1 Satoshi to hit. So it is risky, but he could definitely do it and try and get Ujiaki into the graveyard for the Spirit Caller.
I think you defend with Satoshi and a keeper. No, you can't.
No, you have to defend with 1 character for I think you just defend with a keeper, right? Like Assassination's already been played. Let me just look through Travis's deck list here. There's no courtier here, right? So there's no double for shame action or anything like that.
The worst Travis can do is bonsai and tie if you
legion bonsai. 6.
If you legion kicker, you're 7 to 4.
Yeah, no, Legion plus bonsai wins you the conflict. There's no way Travis can win. Because even fan plus bonsai is only 6, and that will put you to 10 to 11. So yeah, so Travis can't win this conflict. Oh, actually, Travis would need Shrine Maiden. Like, he would need conflict character, Katana bonsai to even win. Like, I don't think Travis can't break from here. Oh, that's true. Yeah, he can't break here either, so that's okay. There's the assassination that Dan had, so that's perfect. So Dan should just stand for favor, I think.
I mean, he's already 2-0.
Well, the problem is if you make another attack,
with Spirit Caller Prodigy.
Well, if you make an attack, you give the mediator. I guess you could do Void. Void's probably actually correct.
Yeah.
Political Void. So if you do Political Void, with Satoshi and the Prodigy.
I do Spirit Caller Prodigy. Use it.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's better. Because then if you hit meditations, you're safer.
Yeah.
Then you have 6 standing glory, and if you win the conflict, you'll have 8, 9 versus 4. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Hey, what's up, Tristan Wolf? This game has been pretty sick. One thing I can say about Travis is he gives us some sick games to watch.
Travis plays aggressive.
I can respect that.
And I feel like Dan made some questionable plays early, but he's
brought it back for sure.
He's playing really well.
Except for that for greater glory, I'll have to ask him about the after the match why he forewent it. So, I think I would attack the face down province actually, because I'm gonna win favor by standing, and I think like if I know Travis, like I'm basically banking on Travis putting it on yeah, that's what so he's basically thinking that the contradiction province is public forum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shiratai says he shows off the opponent's hand without looking himself. And here it is. Yeah, he hits meditations.
Perfect.
So this is
perfect
well played by Dan here.
The exact correct thing to do on this board.
If you're Travis, do you take an honor here or do you take a fate? Probably a fate.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The general's gonna die, so taking you have no chance on taking honor. Yeah. You should defend here if you're Travis. Yeah. Okay. Defending is correct.
Yeah, if you don't defend, then you kind of have to take honor. Otherwise, you're getting really close to risking dying.
I mean, does he think he can break ancestral with his prodigy? That's crazy, right?
He may think he can win a ring, depending on what's in his hand.
What ring even matters, though? I mean, the Earth ring kind of matters, but like not really.
Yeah, stopping the break and stopping this honor loss is probably more important than anything he can get done on.
I think stopping the break is the biggest thing, because like the mediator can offset the honor loss if you really need it. And like taking your third break here versus Lion is not where you want to be, especially with the board being how it is.
Yeah. Especially since we know he has another charge and another bonsai in hand for next turn.
Yep.
Whatever military attack he does get is going to be nasty.
Cards we still know he has: charge, bonsai, for greater glory, strength in numbers. So we know 4 out of the 8 cards.
Yeah, so blocking, unless he first action strongholds, he just gets strength and numbered out.
Oh, you're right. So Travis should block and then stronghold, but he just doesn't block.
Yeah.
He takes an honor with meddling mediator. So you void, do you void the mediator here, or do you void Satoshi?
I avoid the mediator, I feel like.
Yeah, I would agree.
You're going to have to attack twice next turn. Because you have to poke stronghold political first for
To
rally.
flip the rally, yeah.
Plus the mediator represents, what, a 3/6 body with stronghold, as opposed to a 2/4 with Satoshi.
That's fair. And also the impactful holdings have already been flipped onto the field.
Exactly, it's not like he can deny Kanjo to Travis.
And Travis is not going to activate Satoshi again, he's at 2 honor.
He chooses to kill Satoshi, though. Okay.
Interesting. Again, I don't think I agree with that, but we'll see. I guess
It's
mediator can be furied is the saving grace there, right?
True. That's like the difference between like the 10 out of 10 correct versus like an 8 out of 10.
I mean, Dan does have 2 furies, so that is a real thing. So we should see a defense here by a keeper initiate and a Satoshi. We should not see the other keeper initiate in this. That way even if Dan loses, or if Dan wins the actually, so say Dan loses the conflict, then Travis against the waves and then boxes, and it's 5-5, and knowing its favor, like that's what you need. So you should defend with Satoshi and one keeper.
Or just Satoshi's fine if you want to guarantee yourself the favor is reasonable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I like both because court games, you can just dishonor the keeper.
Soldier token. The problem is if you turn off Fury, you just give 3 cards to Lion. I don't like this fan here. You're playing a card to make your opponent discard a card, basically.
And you're already way behind on cards.
And actually, we knew Dan had a fan, so that was one of the cards we knew. So like Dan had 3 unknown cards. Yeah, exactly. Soldier token. Right, he's playing Lion. There's a second fan. Holy crap! I don't like this. This is. Yeah, Dan just passes.
From bad to worse.
Like Dan's attachment is gonna stay. Dan did have the Fury, so we precisely read why he chose to kill. Yeah, and so no one's gonna get favor this way though. So Travis just played in against the waves. Did he miscount? It's 5-5. No, maybe he thought he still had favor but Conjure discards the favor, so it's just gonna stay neutral. Yep, and Travis says it right here. Oh. Yep, math is hard. Really well played by Dan though.
Yeah, he looked not great going into this turn and has totally flipped the game.
Yeah, Travis's board is gonna wipe here. Yeah, Travis played all those cards because he thought he could win favor by winning the conflict and then standing and boxing.
Yeah, the only thing that could even be classified as a major mistake from Dan is just not using that for greater glory.
For this turn.
Yeah, having a general on board here would be.
I mean, even having one fate on your LPV, so then your LPV is not susceptible to water. Is going to be big here. All right, so Dan has chances to flip double Spirit Caller here, and there you go. I think you buy the 1 Spirit Caller on the Shameful, and then you leave the one on the Art of War. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Save the other one for next turn. He's not going to attack Art of War.
Travis only has 1 Cloud the Mind left. Dan still has a Let Go left.
And unlike Travis, you can pound like a 4-bid here pretty safely.
Well, against Sukune, is that wise? If you 4-bid into a 1-bid, you have 2 dishonor characters. You have 2 dishonor characters leaving.
Oh yeah, 2 dishonored. Yeah, I don't think you can bid more than 3 here then.
I think 3 is reasonable. Yes, Dan giving him the angry face. Can't cloud the mind all of them. Actually, you could go for the win here. You could go for Spirit Caller. Well, I guess you want Spirit Caller 1 fate on both, right? And then pass. And then you can charge the Berserker.
I think I'd rather Spirit Caller with 2, Gunso with 0, and then see from there.
Are you not confident that you can break? 1, 2 against the waves have been played. Travis has played 2 Bonsais also, and 1 Katana, so Travis's military buffs are Bonsai and Katana left. And he's gonna draw 1 card here. Yeah, so it's Rally Soda, right? So you poke political with a keeper first, and then on your second attack you do the military attack.
I think Dan has to bid 1 or 2 here, because there's also Mediator on board.
Sure, so like you can just 1 here if you want, right? Like you have all the cards you need, and you have the board.
Travis is likely going to charge Sukune this turn. He hasn't used 1 yet, and he's basically drawn his entire deck.
Fair.
No, he has used 1 charge.
Yeah, he charged the Master of Gisei Toshi that one turn. We see Spirit Caller 0 Fate off the Art of War, so Dan's just gonna go for the win here. It's Rally Grody.
It's a gutsy play.
He's really susceptible to a water conflict here.
Well, I think water has to bow LPB.
That's probably fair. There's two honor. There's there's Taturi and honor general in the graveyard here.
Honestly, what this board is, Dan could potentially break on political.
He just has. Yeah, you could. Spirit Color's not racist, right? You can pull neutral characters. Yeah. So he can pull Satoshi and honor general for 7.
Also pull conflict characters, so he could potentially pull Crone to turn off events from Travis.
Ooh, that'd be
Sneak
nice.
to steal his last fate.
He could also just pull Satoshi Taturi and then court games Taturi.
He could pull Magistrate to Tori.
Magistrate general works too.
Like if he doesn't block with the mediator, just loses.
No. Gertie would need a single stat buff because it would be 5.
Yeah, one bid seemed fine here.
Yeah, Gertie has the cards he needs already, right? Like he also has the charge for the Gunso, so he left a face-up card.
Honestly, I'm on Brody. I just all in military air into public forum with Taturi.
Oh right, yeah, you're right.
You just win the game outright that way.
No, Travis could have drawn the display.
Yeah, but you can put in Sneak, you can put in Crone, and
Sneak I think is a reaction from what is it when it enters? Oh yeah, after this character enters.
Collar does it. Mm-hmm.
That's so sick. Oh man.
Spirit Collar OP.
Spirit Collar Sneak is really sick.
One of my favorite cute plays to do.
Yeah, that is indeed a cute play. Yeah. So if Travis does that, then Gertie can just not even worry about the break, and he can just go all in military air with Taturi's, or Taturi and like any other character. That's sick. I would definitely do that.
Sneak or Taturi Crone just wins the game.
Yeah, Taturi Sneak. I wonder if he'll see. I wonder if he'll see it.
Is to go with Prodigy, I think.
Why? I wonder if he'll see it. Is the thing. What? I answered your question, Gertie. I don't know what you want. Or are we calling you? Or is it because we're calling you a Sneak?
Travis might need to deny airing here if he sees that line.
Well, he has to see it, right? I this is why I'm glad I have you. Did I? That's if I did, my bad. Several times. Did I do it several times? I don't believe I did it several times.
So Travis sees it.
Travis sees it.
Political air. So yeah, I think you just let this go. Is Dan.
Is there a single card that punishes you?
I mean, if you're worried about the honor loss, just throw a keeper in there. Why not?
You could defend with Satoshi if you want. I guess none of your characters have fate, so this is the turn.
Yeah. So this changes the plan to poke, probably with water on Stronghold. Or Earth.
You could fire also, and you get one more keeper.
Actually, Void's probably the safest poke, because literally does nothing if Travis displays it.
That's fair. I mean, you could also just threaten the break if Travis doesn't defend, because you have double Spirit Color. So you can Spirit Color Crow and Spirit Color General. Or Spirit Color, yeah, Spirit Color General, Spirit Color Crown, and he has 6 with Satoshi. And also Dan has strength in numbers. Yes, yeah. Dan has a LPB and a strength in numbers. I think he's just gonna break on political.
I mean, a political attack right now with just LPB and Satoshi alone is pretty threatening. He could throw in the keepers, and
well, if you throw in your keepers, your strength in numbers can then send home the Prodigy. If it gets like Corkins or something. Yeah, I think yeah. So LPB bows Mediator, and then you strengthen numbers the Prodigy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Dan wins on a political attack.
Pass. It's a You're no risk of dying to this.
Yeah, I
Travis would have
can't
to
think of
play,
any.
captive audience and charge.
Yeah, yeah. If Travis did that, it would be sick, and then I'd have to go ahead and disqualify him. But it would be sick.
It would be a sweet play though.
I would absolutely let him finish the play.
They have to manual that airing.
Oh, yep. The airing steel is currently bugged. It's a steel, so Dan should -1. There we go. No, he got it. Dan lost it. Dan was at 7. No, he was at 7. Yeah, he was at 7. Yeah, the chat says he lost 1 honor for unopposed also.
Yep.
So you can just call her first. So your first action, call her crone. Or no, you don't want to call her crone because you need to play strength and numbers first. So first action is probably strength and numbers, and then you can call her crone, call her general, or you can just double call her general if you want.
Honestly, you could just swing with the collars.
Oh, just for the 3?
Yeah, you're not gonna pull in more than 3 anyways.
That's fair.
And if he plays like say a court game, to just dishonor one of the collars
and then
bow it and bring it
yeah,
up to 3.
that's sick. That's sick. They can't be furied either. Oh, actually, all the furies are gone, so it doesn't matter. It gives you 6 attackers also. He's gonna do a military attack and then force the swap. I like saving my military attack. I would leave the sneak behind.
Yeah.
And just do my political attack.
If somehow it doesn't work, you have sneak plus berserker to go in on military.
Maybe that's the reason you don't send the spirit colors. So if for whatever reason something happens, you can save them for your mill attack. If I would say, yeah. Travis hasn't swapped it yet. This should have been the fastest swap he's ever seen. There's 0% chance he can defend a military attack.
Yeah, LPB and 2 spirit callers with 2 generals available.
Well, I mean, it's also just 5 attackers with the lion stronghold.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the political swap. Not surprised. Oh, sure, so he Cytos to give Brawler -2, though. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So, Brawler, you can Stronghold, and then Brawler can bow the Mediator. Dan can play an unkicked Bonsai if he wants to. So there's the strength and numbers on the Prodigy. I think this is just gonna be it. You know, the Brawler's gonna bow the Mediator. Even if Travis has his last Bonsai, we know that Dan has a counter Bonsai onto his Brawler.
He could also have drawn the second strength in numbers, in which case, I know he doesn't have the fate.
So we see a for shame on Satoshi. I think that's the 3rd for shame. Yep, it is indeed the 3rd for shame. Yep, there's the Stronghold activation, and we're gonna see the bow on the Mediator. So Travis does have the 3rd Bonsai, but Dan can just Bonsai LPB here.
Yep.
I mean, he can also just Spirit Color. Spirit Color, he can Spirit Color General here, and that threatens the break. That puts him up to 10. Yep, there it is. Yeah, he has another Spirit Color activation too. Sure, so you cloud that Spirit Color. I mean, Travis has 1 card. He's still breaking.
Cloud is the reason to bring the spirit collars.
Sure. I mean, he drew 1 card and he's already seen 2. So, but yeah, you're right. There's the
bonsai.
Yeah, there's the Bonsai with Kicker. And we see, you know, Dan leveraged the cards. You know, Dan was up basically for 3-4 cards this whole game.
Yep, there it is.
Wow, really well played by Dan. Yeah, other than like the first turn, like that went very poorly for him. You know, the For Greater Glory was the only thing.
Yeah.
See, Travis purposely lost this game so he could make sure that contradiction goes safe. That's the master plan. I don't think Travis had a line last turn.
Possibly.
I think he was just down too many cards.
Yeah. The Kanjo is great, but when your opponent has twice as many cards as you and a comparable board, sometimes isn't enough to carry you.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, sometimes just cards are enough. I think Travis might have preemptively used it. You know, not being able to defend the firing was the biggest thing, right? Like when the keepers came out, you know, the keeper wave came through.
Yeah, when you have triple keepers and you finally get to resolve it, it's a huge swing, especially when Travis has been spending so many resources all game to deny that from him.
Alright, so that's going to do it for this game. A really, really awesome game. You know, a lot of back and forth. You know, we saw, you know, Kingsley was just talking about comeback potential in this game. And, you know, Kingsley and jokingly were saying that this game has comeback potential, and we just saw it, right? Like, turn one, HandsomeDan took a break on Shameful, you know, he was down on board. You know, Travis is doing all his cool things, and then, you know, 3 breaks down, and we see the comeback train start.
Yeah. I've seen people on Jigoku concede in less lopsided games after that turn 1.
Yeah, I would agree.
Dan wrote it out like a champ, came back.
Alright, so that's going to do it for us here. You know, stay tuned for more games. Check out the playlist on my YouTube channel for if you want to go back and watch any of the other games that have been cast. I've been compiling them from all the streamers, so, you know, that'll do it. Thanks, Bill, for casting.
Absolutely. Subscribe if you have Twitch to Prime. Give Mind all your bets.
Yeah. Or if you were gonna subscribe without Twitch Prime, you know, consider sending it to the Jigoku developers. You know, it was brought to my attention that currently the cost of the server is reaching an issue where Griffin is kind of having to pay a little bit more out of his pocket than he can really sustain. And you know, just for some statistics, because I have them. He said that I think it was about 30. Let me just run back real quick. Yeah, so there are between 30,000 and 40,000 games played each month. Just for context, people might not realize this, but there are between 30 and 40,000 games played each month, and so basically Jadiel said that you know, if every single user donated 1 cent, you know, for every 10 games they played, they'd have more than enough to cover the costs. So, you know, just keep that in mind. You know, like each month, if you want to, you know, just donate here and there. You know, I felt, you know, not obligated, but I really wanted to help those guys out because, you know, as the league, we use it, you know, very often. So.
Yeah, we're on it completely.
Yeah, and so you know, if you, in the client, you know, I'll do it on my stream here. Under help, there's an about section, and you know, just to let you guys know that this isn't going, you know, this is going directly to them. You know, there's a section on donation here. You know, it links directly to Griffin's PayPal, and so yeah, the servers are, you know, they're not free. You know, they said that they're happy to donate their time and their, you know, their skills to the project, but you know, unfortunately, servers do cost money. So that's going to do it. I've done my plugging. Bill's done his plugging. So currently there's no schedule, Emran. The games just kind of get posted in the League Media channel, and we kind of just throw them on the spreadsheet, and hopefully somebody will get them. But, you know, there's a deadline for each round, so maybe that'll be an indication of when games are gonna start to get played.
Tune in on Sunday to see if I can get my ass kicked by Scorpion again.
Yeah, but this one's not the Paris champ.
It's true.
Yeah, I have to update the bracket. I have been slacking, so I'll be doing that tonight. Yeah, and everyone have a nice night.